Good morning, everyone. Thank you for that hymn of hope this morning, Phyllis. Welcome to this beautiful May Sunday. So let's get going by reminding ourselves that we have the power of power to use our thoughts.
That shape my life. I am the thinker who thinks the thoughts. I have the power to change my life. If you ask me who am I am wisdom, I am light. I am more than meets the eye. I cannot be defined. Changes the things that shape my life. I am the thinker who thinks the thoughts. I have the power to change my life. I can choose to be the light that brightens someone's darkest night. I'm so much more than meets the eye. I cannot be defined. That shape my life. I am the thinker who thinks the thoughts. I have the power to change my life. I am the thinker who thinks the thought that changes the things that shape my life. I am the thinker who thinks the thoughts. I have the power to change my life. I have the power to change my life. I have the power to change my life.
We're going to be doing a song by Aaron McGowan from out in Seattle, Washington, That Good Thing.
You've got to be the light if you want to see the light. You've got to be the light if you want to see the light. Because you reap what you sow, you meet what you know, and you see what you believe. Give a little bit of that good thing if you want to receive. You've got to be the love if you want to see the love. You've got to be the love if you want to see the love. Because you reap what you sow, you meet what you know, and you see what you believe. Give a little bit of that good thing if you want to receive. Don't tell me that your life is a desert. Somebody gotta quench your thirst. You can dance, you can pray for the water, but you better get your head straight first. You've got to be the light if you want to see the light. You've got to be the light if you want to see the light. Because you reap what you sow, you meet what you know, and you see what you believe. Give a little bit of that good thing if you want to receive. You've got to be the love if you want to see the love. You've got to be the love if you want to see the love. Because you reap what you sow, you meet what you know, and you see what you believe. Give a little bit of that good thing if you want to receive. Give a little bit of that good thing if you want to receive. If you want to receive.
Good morning. Please join me in affirming our statement of being. Together, there is only one presence and one power in the universe, God the good, omnipotent. This power expresses life, love, wisdom, and abundance through me. In it, I live and move and have my being. My name's Betsy, and I will be your service leader today. Welcome to Unity of Bloomington live streaming service. We extend a special welcome to those of you who are participating in our online service this morning for the very first time. You can find us both on Facebook and YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to hit the subscribe button. You can find the links to our streaming services on both these platforms or at the homepage, to both these platforms at the homepage of our website, which should be on your screen, unityofbloomington.org. You can also sign up for our newsletter while you're exploring our website. At Unity, we offer practical spiritual teachings that empower abundant and meaningful living. We are a center for spiritual growth, and we provide inspiration, tools, and practices that support people on their paths of spiritual growth. Now we're going to have our call and response. I'll read the first sentence, and then you follow with the two-word affirmation. God is all good and active in everything, everywhere. God is. I am naturally good because God's divinity is in me and in everyone. I am. I create my experiences by what I think, feel, do, and believe. I create. Through affirmative prayer and meditation, I connect with God and bring out the good in my life. I pray. I do and give my best by living the truth I know. I make a difference. I live. I now invite Ginger up for our moment with the children.
Thank you so much, Betsy. And good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's time to rise and shine as Phyllis yawns over the piano. I'm just teasing on my friend Phyllis. Oh, today we're just continuing kind of what we have been discussing for the last 5 months. We are exploring the 12 powers, which is some tools that we use, some practices that we use to help us in our daily life. And sometimes we call them the 12 powers, or sometimes we call them the 12 spiritual capacities. And then I'm sure that there are other names that people have put out on them that resonate with them better. So, but I thought that maybe we would review what those 12 powers were. So, put that next slide up there, Seb. We have faith, strength, wisdom, love, power, imagination, understanding, will, order, zeal, elimination, and life. And just to review, because since we're in May, we have talked about faith, strength, wisdom, love, and power. This month is our power month. So let's just kind of review what each one of these have been so far this year. So in January, we talked about faith. And that's our ability to believe with confidence. What have we been putting our faith in? What have we been believing? February, we looked at strength, the ability to stay the course and finish our task. We use our power of strength when we're doing our homework or when we're writing that paper. That's our ability to continue until we're finished with the task. In March, we looked at wisdom. And wisdom is the ability to evaluate information that's coming into us and then the ability to apply what we know in whatever situation we find ourselves in. In April, we looked at the power of love. And love is our ability to harmonize or to unify or to attract. And then this month, we are going to be looking at our power of power. And that is our ability to practice self-control. That's our ability not to squirm in the chair, maybe when we've got the wiggles. That's our ability to, instead of lashing out at our brother and sister when they do something that annoys us, that we realize that we're the older sibling and that we need to be an example, or that we could be an example for them by modeling the behavior that they should have, or to gently guide them instead of yelling at them. So this is our power of our thoughts, our words, and then our actions. And I wanted to remind all of us this week that our words have power. I teased Phyllis just a while ago, but I probably need to make sure that I didn't offend her when I was teasing her, because if Phyllis, maybe she wasn't feeling well, that might have hurt her if I would have said that. And I would need to make sure that, everything was okay with Phyllis, because my words have power. They have the power to hurt, or they have the power to heal. So as you're going through this week, you might just kind of start noticing when you're in a situation, whether the words are coming out of your mouth or whether the words are coming out of other people. Are they hurtful words? Are they helpful words? And now sometimes a hurtful word is really wanting to come out of my mouth. And I have to take a moment and breathe and go, is that hurtful or is that helpful? And then I just take a moment and go, okay, how can I say this that might be helpful instead of hurtful? And so as we're speaking, as we're listening, just notice those moments where something that you hear, you can decide, does that sound hurtful? Does that sound helpful? If it's hurtful, how might the other person have said it that would have been a little more helpful? If it's something that you are saying, how might I have said that wasn't so hurtful? Is there a way I could have phrased it? If we just start becoming aware of how our words have power, then that's how we practice our power of power and our power of self-control. So we're going to bless you by singing our unity blessing. We love you. We bless you. We truly, truly appreciate you, and we behold the Christ in you.
Thank you, Ginger. We can all benefit from being reminded about how to use our words. May 2021, our theme is power. In 2021, Unity's annual theme is how to stay centered no matter what. Each month, we explore the role that one of the 12 powers plays in staying centered and achieving inner peace, no matter what is occurring around us. This month, we are exploring the power of power. There is power in our words and in our thoughts, energizing, renewing, creative power. We can take charge of our thoughts and words and the creative energy they contain to come into a greater God awareness. We are divine in nature, one with God. We release anything that contradicts our God nature and consciously choose that which elevates and expresses our true divinity. With awareness and intention, we unlearn old thought patterns and limiting beliefs. We affirm and speak words of truth, releasing vital energy that invigorates our minds, bodies, and consciousnesses. If we miss the mark, we pause and reflect, reset our focus, and move forward without shame or blame, grateful for the wisdom gained. Nothing is stronger than the divine power and divine love within us. We use our power, our words, thoughts, intentions, and actions to release good into the world and to uplift and inspire others. By the power within, we are living expressions of truth, and we bring good to the world. Please join me in claiming this truth as our own together. The power of my thoughts and words moves me ever closer to the truth of my being. Now we turn to the announcements. We want to highlight that we have a virtual Unity Cafe. Immediately following the service, grab a cup of coffee or tea or whatever makes you happy, and come say hello to your Unity friends online after the service this Sunday at our online coffee hour. You can join the Zoom meeting after the service from our Facebook group under announcements, or go to unityofbloomington.org and scroll down until you see the link below those to connect you to the live streams on Facebook and YouTube. You should also see a link in the comments on this video that you can cut and paste in your browser. Normally, Reverend Lynn would be your host, but today it's going to be the fabulous Ginger. Looking ahead, May is an exciting month. On Sunday, May 16th, Richard Torstrick will be our guest speaker. On Sunday, May 23rd, we will celebrate Music Sunday. We'll have all music all the time. And finally, on Sunday, May 30th, we will remember and honor those who are no longer physically here with us. Please consult the May overview email for more details. The daily word for today is grace. The affirmation is, the grace of God is alive in me. I don't need to do anything to earn or deserve the grace of God because it's always present, mine to claim in any situation. Grace dawns in my awareness as soon as I move beyond the limits of my human understanding. I let go and let the peace, love, wisdom, and strength of God fill me, lift me, and guide me. In both the challenging and the ordinary moments of life, the grace I give and the grace I receive keep the awareness of God in my heart. During a tough conversation, a thought comes to mind that helps reestablish harmony. As I mull an important decision, a fresh insight clarifies my thinking. Feeling overwhelmed by my to-do list, I feel renewed energy and move forward with strength and enthusiasm. In these moments and more, I discover grace anew. In the scripture is, from his fullness we have all received grace upon grace. John 1:16. Now we'll join together in speaking the affirmation aloud. Together, the grace of God is alive in me. And now repeat it to yourself silently. The grace of God is alive in me. Our message today will be provided by our spiritual ministry co-coordinator, Ginger Curry, and our musical inspiration will be provided by our Unity music team.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved to sing and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear the hour I first believed. Through many dangers, toils, and snares, I have already come. 'Tis grace that brought me safe thus far, and grace will lead me home. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a soul like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
I cannot express to you how blessed I feel to be able to be a part of this just wonderful group of talented musicians and technicians that allow us to participate and to experience just the beauty of being together, whether it's physically or virtually, to creating, whether it's physically or virtually, and to connecting physically, virtually, and spiritually. I'm just feeling a lot of gratitude in this morning. So I'll let you in on a secret. Sometimes Reverend Lynn would like to know a title of a message before I'm ready to give one. And so I'll just kind of glance at the Daily Word and see if I can work with what's going on today for the Daily Word. And I just fell in love with the Daily Word for today, May 2nd, Grace. And I thought, how can I learn and practice to use my spiritual power of power in a graceful manner? Now, I did have to check some of my textbooks. The one that I like to go to as my go-to one is my Heartfelt Metaphysics, Heart-Centered Metaphysics, and this was written by Reverend, I just went blank. Thank you. Reverend Paul Hasselbeck and others. I think that he just kind of gathered the information and made sure it was together. But Reverend Paul Hasselbeck, who actually has been all of my metaphysical teachers at Unity Village. And I realized that this power of power is not a power that I resonate with. Because when I look at the words that are used in the textbooks, I read the ability to master, the ability to dominate, the ability to control. And boom, 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 all my buttons get pushed. And I have to go, okay, well, I understand. I do realize that power is not meant to be expressed kind of outwardly onto other people. All of these spiritual powers are about ourselves. So it's my ability to master myself. My ability, I don't like this word dominate, my ability to have dominion over myself, and my ability to control myself. And so when I was talking to our young people earlier, that's kind of how I landed on my ability for self-control. I also expressed to everyone who was here today when we were practicing earlier this morning that I found that because I have these buttons that are being pushed by some of the words, because the words just don't resonate with me, that it's a wonderful opportunity to expand how I might use that power of power in my life, a deeper understanding of it, to use the words that resonate with me so that I can gain the most out of practicing this power. And so for me, this is Ginger Curry. Definition of my power of power. It's self-control, practice to develop mastery over self, my ability to practice self-control in my thoughts, words, and behavior. And so when I come from my grace perspective, I realized that what I was trying to get at was when I practice this graceful power, grace was using that ability to forgive myself and others as we go through this world, and to allow there to be room for myself and for others to make mistakes. Because one of the ways that you and I grow, one of the ways that you and I become wiser is through making a mistake, from learning from that mistake, and then from behaving differently because we know better. I have to remind myself a lot that no one is perfect, and that we should not expect ourselves and others to express our truth flawlessly 100% of the time. I don't know about you, but there are times, especially when I'm with my husband, that he probably does not see my Christ light shining brightly. I don't know how it is with you, but that tends to be like the person that you spend the majority of your time with, the person that you share your life with, they get to see you in all your glory. And one of my favorite thoughts, one of the favorite sayings my husband once said to me was, "Boy, I just sometimes wish you would practice your principles." And I was like, oh yeah, you're really right there. What are these principles that we practice? Maybe I should start practicing them. And also that as we forgive ourselves and our others, it does not mean releasing responsibility of the hurt or the wrong doing, or even escaping the consequences. It just means forgiveness. One of the things that I really appreciated about Reverend David LeBeau is he was talking about there's no good or bad decisions. I don't think he really even likes to use the words good or bad, but there's consequences. When you and I are making a decision, we look at what are the potential outcomes. There are consequences to the decisions that we make. And when we choose to behave in ways that are hurtful or unlawful, there are consequences. And we should all be responsible, or we should take responsibility for our actions. So using our power of forgiveness does not mean erasing consequences. You do the crime, you pay the time, so to speak. You have to learn. So, graceful power, what does this mean? Forgiving ourselves and others as we practice and develop experience and skill in self-control. Forgiving ourselves and others as we all practice, as we all develop these skills in self-control by choosing how we express our Christ nature into the world. We do this by choosing how we use our power of words and actions. So, how do we do this? You and I, we use our power. We use our words, our thoughts, our intentions, and our actions to release good into the world and to uplift and inspire others. This came from the passage that Betsy read earlier when we were talking about the power of power. We use our power. We use our words, we use our thoughts, our intentions, and probably the most important thing, our actions to release truth, release good into the world and to uplift and to inspire others. And this week, as I'm looking at how I'm using my words, am I using my words to uplift and inspire others? Am I using my words to uplift and inspire myself? What does my self-talk sound like this week? What am I saying to myself? Or am I using, or maybe misusing, my power to drag people down? To drag myself down? Am I using my words and actions to hurt others? To cause pain? Words are powerful. When we hear negative words and negative ideas bombarding us all the time, we feel it. We feel it deep inside. But however, when we hear positive affirmation and we see examples of others standing in truth in an inspiring and powerful way, wow, that just energizes. When we see people modeling how their truth can be expressed in the world, that's inspiring. I dabble in politics. I don't know that I understand too much about politics, but I do know that President Jimmy Carter, his after presidency has been so powerful because of his actions. Because as a 93-year-old, he's still going out there and building houses. He's still out there allowing his actions to express for him his Christianity, his Christ-likeness into the world, his love into the world. He has benefited so many people. He has inspired so many people. If you get a chance to go to Atlanta and go to the Jimmy Carter Presidential Museum, I encourage you to do so, because the work that he does in medicine and humanitarian work into third world countries, it's inspiring. Doing the work, inspiring, uplifting. That's how we express the truth of our being. Not by tearing down. Not by writing people off. So this week, as we go through our week, as we go through this month of power, as we go through our year, I hope you're taking these powers in and allowing them to marinate, allowing them to move within you so that you're slowly making choices and making changes so that more and more of your true self, your Christ self, shine through and express in this world. Now, please, please, please do it gracefully. And when we miss the mark, when we mess up, when we get angry, or when we might not use a beneficial word or tone with other people, offer yourself forgiveness. Because if we were expressing our Christ nature 100% of the time, more than likely we probably would not be here, because there would be no need for us to be here. So as we go through our experience in this life, I invite you to use this affirmation. Today, I choose to use my spiritual power, my words, thoughts, intentions, and actions to uplift and inspire myself and others. Today, I choose, it's a choice. Today I choose to use my spiritual power of power, my words, thoughts, intentions, and actions to uplift and inspire myself and others. We're going to allow that to sink in as we prepare for meditation. In the silence, there is a sacred space, a secret meeting place. Love is there. In the silence, where every color blends and every rainbow ends, good is there. In the light, now I find that I know peace of mind. In the silence, my path is paved in gold, and all my dreams unfold. Love is there. Peace is there. Truth is there. God is there. I invite you to take a nice deep breath in and hold for a moment. Release. Close your eyes if that feels comfortable. And now just know that with every breath in and out, you are releasing and relaxing, setting aside any care, setting aside any worry. Cares and worries serve a purpose in our life, but we have embarked on this journey of mastering. We have embarked on this journey of self-control, where we can put down these thoughts, where we can analyze them, and where we can transform them, where that instead of burdening or feeling heavy, they become opportunity. They become areas where we can grow. Nothing has been placed before us that we do not possess the capacity, the ability, the resources to engage, to handle, to, with grace and ease, participate. The blessing of life with its ups and downs. The blessing of life with its smiles and with its tears. The blessing of life with birth and with completion. The blessing of life with its beautiful messiness. It's all okay. I am surrounded by loving energy, by loving people, by spiritual support. I am always connected to oneness. My awareness is only a breath away. And awareness allows me to transform my experience. And awareness allows me the opportunity to express the beauty, the power of my Christ nature, the truth of my being. So we breathe in and we rest in this awareness in the silence.
turn now to the spiritual practice of generosity. We are grateful for the many ways in which this center supports us in our spiritual growth. And we, in turn, are happy to support the center with our financial contributions and our voluntary service. We are also grateful to those who have already put in place automatic weekly, monthly, and quarterly giving. Today, if you feel led to give, visit our website at unityofbloomington.org and click the giving link. You can also place a check in the mail. Our mailing address is 4001 South Rogers Street, Bloomington, Indiana, 47403. And now I invite you to place your hands over your heart as we say our abundance affirmation. Together, I am an abundant being living in an abundant universe. God is the source of my supply. I am not dependent on people or situations for my good. God is the source of my supply. I always have something to give, and I consistently give it. I expect the best, I give my best, and I now attract the best in every experience.
Eternal life in me, spark of divinity, gives me a vital glow and causes me to grow. Eternal life in me, stream of God's harmony, is forever flowing, blessing me with purest energy. Eternal life in me, breath of infinity, quickens my heart and soul, cleanses and makes me whole. I am the Christ design, glorious life divine, in me, through me, perfect light may shine. Eternal life is mine.
We bless the offering received with these words. Together, divine love flowing through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I would like to invite our prayer partner, Ginger Curry, to close the service.
Thank you so very much, Betsy, and thank you all for joining us this week. If there's something you would like to celebrate, or if there's a prayer concern you would like for me to hold with you, it would be my honor. Please reach out to me at gingercurry@gmail.com, and I would, as I said, be honored to connect with you and to pray with you. Each week we do close our service with a prayer and with singing, "Let There Be Peace on Earth." So please join me as we pray today. As the light of God we shine, as the love of God we embrace, as the power of God we stand in truth, as the presence of God we radiate love. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be.
a blessed and graceful week. Namaste.